Good afternoon, Fernando. Such a pleasure to be here with you today and an opportunity to learn a little bit more about what's been going on in Brazil. I've been, doing a little studying, and I noticed there's a few drivers that have been down there racing with you. One most notably, Tony Kanaan. I've worked with Tony before in the SRX series here in the United States. I mean, he is a gem and a heck of a race car driver.
Hello. First, I want to say that our honor to be this event together with icons of our motorsport industry. For us, it's a privilege. I would like to apologize about my English. I'm not native, but from now on, you probably will. I will have a lot of English mistakes, but I think the main goal is show to you and to the audience how big stock car is in Brazil, and that's why I'm here. Talking about Tony, you talked about Tony. I have a funny history about him. My motorsport story starts when I was Tony Kanaan neighbor. We are friends since 12 years old, and I started to follow him in go-kart races, and I fell in love with the sport. In fact, my first go-kart was used by Tony, which he sold me in his installments. And I raced at the same time as Hélio, Rubens, Christian, Fittipaldi, Tony. Brazil. It's a love for motorsports. We have Nelson Piquet, Ayrton Senna, Hélio, Emerson Fittipaldi, Tony Kanaan, Christian Fittipaldi, a lot of heroes, and that's why motorsport is one of the passions here in our country. And making a long story short, I started to race together with them, but I ended up getting too tall. I'm 6.5 feet, and I had to go to the touring cars, and I did few sessions of a regional championship when I was around 24 years old. Then I graduated myself in advertising, and I decided to stop racing and work in an advertising agency. Over the time, I missed the tracks. This is I'm addicted, motorsport addicted, and I missed the tracks. And as a second job, I started to manage some racing drivers. And ended up I opening a sports marketing agency. Reunion Sports and Marketing was one of the biggest sports marketing agencies in Brazil. And in 2011, I sold the company to Omnicom Group. After sold the stake of the agency, I accepted the invitation to be CMO of Mitsubishi Motors in Brazil. Where I stayed almost 9 years, which was good because I could understand the OEM side. And 2020, Velocity Group, I will talk about Velocity Group in my PowerPoint presentation. I invited to be the CEO of this operation and make a growing transformation of the business, and here I am.
Well, you're doing yourself proud because, what I was able to gather from doing a little bit of research is that, you got a Whalo series. We've already talked about a lot of the superstars, and I can understand why the popularity is that way down there. Again, yes. Having personally been around Nelson Piquet as well as Tony Kanaan, and mentioned a few, those are class acts. I mean, they're the kind of race car drivers that you want in your series because they know how to treat the fans. And fans, I mean, they're going to gravitate to somebody who cares about them. And the cars, I mean, they look spectacular. The one thing I was curious about is how do you make a determination on what racetracks and where do you go? How long you're in? Like I knew with stock cars, you know, a lot of it we're doing is just because of the way we started in the very beginning, running 500 miles, running 400 miles, running 500 laps, certain racetracks. What's your basically what's your outline? What is your criteria for where you race and why?
Oh, actually, we have nowadays 34 cars and a lot of heroes. And when you invite me to this live, I asked to present a PowerPoint because it would be easier to explain and show the size of our operation in Brazil. I promise it won't be those massive and boring PowerPoints, okay? And I believe that I have a lot of these informations in our presentation. If you don't mind,
no, sir. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, let me. Are you seeing my presentation?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I will just to explain because I will try to use this time to explain our series and the other opportunities to the racing industry here in Brazil, because we are producing a new generation car in stock car, and I believe a lot of suppliers will be interested to contact with us to talk about business. Okay.
Yes,
but
sir.
just to clarify our structure, we are a Veloci Group. It's an investment fund that owns the Stock Car Pro Series in Brazil, the Stock Series, Formula 4 Brazilian Championship certified by FIA, with the same rules of the FIA. Turismo Nacional starts to the beginning of the motorsport journey, and TCR. So we have three pillars, three companies: Vicar, that promotes this race, the Stock Auto Service, it's a auto service chain, and Audace Tech that produces the cars. Okay. Our mission: create business through motorsport as a platform. Our vision: bring sports entertainment to motorsport fans, nurturing and protecting the business ecosystem of employees, teams, drivers, sponsors, and suppliers. Our values: respect and development, people in first place, ethic, based in true relationship, integrity, honesty, and transparency, innovation and audacity. We push people to look for different, bring new ideas. Vicar, it's a motorsport promoter. Stock Car started since 1979, almost 44 years old. But the Vicar was founded 20 years ago, building the biggest motorsports event in Latin America. Okay, we already produced more than 1,000 races in our history. We managed more than 200 brands involved in motorsport scenario, Brazilian scenario. 200,000 people in fans going to the racetrack in a season. Per season, we move more than 300 million reais, which means $60 million. We are a multi-platform event. We put a lot of efforts in B2B, in brand exposure for sure, but a relationship, content production, B2B, and we try to produce the high standard events with a lot of quality to bring other brands to our game. Our areas, technical sports for sure, all the rules and the technical decisions, events production, sponsorship. We have our own sponsorship sales. That's why we have almost 200 brands involved with our platforms. Account management, marketing, public relationship, licensing, broadcast. We produce our own broadcast and we sell this content to the TVs and platforms. Content production, financial area, and human resources area. Talking about Stock Car Pro Series, it's the Brazilian Motorsports main series. Our heroes, we have 34 drivers, 24 rounds. The engine, the cars, to 420 horsepower, but with the push to pass 520 horsepower, and some sponsors. But as you can see, we have a lot of heroes like Tony Canaan, Rubens Barrichello, Ricardo Zonta, Felipe Massa, Nelson Piquet Jr., a lot of important names in our grid. We also have the Stock Series. It's like a national wide. It's a support series to the Stock Car Pro Series. 16 drivers, 18 rounds, and 340 horsepower, and with the push to pass 40 horsepower more. And Turismo Nacional, as I explained before, it's a beginning of the journey. It's a cheap series to start and to have a lot of assemblers, almost 50 drivers, and it's a very funny series. Also, this year we launched the Formula 4 certified by FIA. We bought 16 cars from Tatus with the Gen 2 with Abarth engines, and the next year we're gonna race. We're gonna be a support race in Formula 1 here in Brazil. So it's a very nice movement for the future of the motorsports in Brazil, because we are looking for the next Tony, the next Helio, the next Gil de Ferran, the next Ayrton, and that's why we invest money, Jeff, in this series. 2 months ago, we bought the TCR South America, the licensing from WSC, and we're going to start to produce and to promote this series here in South America. A lot of factories, as you know, it's the Marcello from WSC told me that it's a 35 series, TCR series around the world. It's a very nice format, and that's why we are putting a lot of efforts to promote this from now on here in our country. The esports also with iRacing, the eStock car, for sure. I believe that to bring the new fan base to the motorsports, it's important to use the simulators and the games. And talking about Audace Tech, I think this is important for our audience because they want to sell something. It's a sports tech company providing tech solutions for the main races. So the new generation's car will be produced by Audace Tech. The race control unit, they provide chrono services to our races, powertrain services, performance parts, ITs. We spin off this company to grow the new opportunities. The auto service chain, the project is going to reach 200 stores around Brazil. I think this is important because stock car brand power and credibility to the consumers and will help us also to create a sales machine to bring new sponsors and to do more business. And talking about the new generation car, the target it's produce a lighter, safer, and more local produce as possible car, and a car connected. The new car emerged with the proposal to be simple and easy to run, and 60 cars, new cars on the pipeline for 2033. This is one of the pictures of the new car, just to understand the look of the car. Some images. We already have a deal with Toyota and with the Chevrolet, General Motors. We designed with the best partners, together with the EPT, Instituto de Pesquisas Tecnológicas, just to understand they are responsible for produce and to help to Embraer produce their planes here in Brazil. Senai and ArcelorMittal, which is in charge to produce the iron of our new car. They are developing a new iron, and they will use this as a marketing platform to sell the best iron in the world. Here are the technical data of the new car to talk about the opportunities. The tubular chassis will be produced, designed and produced by Audace Tech. The gearbox, we are talking with Hewland or X-Track. We are already talking with them. We're gonna have the DRS with the Audace Tech. The brake calipers will be AP. Wheels, manuals and brakes and pads and discs, Frazli and Fremax. It's a local manufacturer. Engine, we're gonna move to the 4-cylinder turbo, Audace Tech, because the ESG and the briefing of the car manufacturers, they want to downsizing, not follow with the V8s that we use nowadays. And why not in the 1 or 2 years plug the hybrid system. The bodywork will be on carbon fiber, but trying to keep similar as possible the OEM cars. Electronics, we're gonna use Motec and Fuel Tech, and shock absorbers, Öhlins and Penske. Okay. Jeff, if you have some question, I'm here. Okay, I'm trying to follow my PPT. What's the opportunities in Brazil to motorsports industry? Sports tech. We are in continuous search for solutions that we are able to enhance the fans' engagement, data automation suppliers. Equipments and parts. In the following months, we are going to buy around $20 million in motorsports equipments. I think this is a good opportunity to our audience. I will give you the contacts to do this in the end of this presentation. And services, and we are always looking for the new services and technical solutions that can make our business better. As I told you, I will present our key people. In the end of this presentation, I have a QR code that you can take a picture and download this PDF, okay, if you want.
Yeah.
And afterward, contact us to make business with us. These are my key people. Enzo and Jose Avalone, in charge of performance parts, composite materials, and etc. Everything that goes into the car to build this car. Sports services, it's Fabio. I don't know if in our audience we have sports tech solutions, but everything related with marketing, sports tech, and broadcast, onboard cameras, everything. Gustavo, sponsorship hockey, and PR Rodolfo Siqueira. So this is our key people that I know that Brazil is far from US market, but we are here totally open to make business and to have as much as we can contact with the industry, because Brazil, it's a huge country, as you know, 2,010,000 people that love motorsports. But for us, it's a industry that it's not mature enough to produce components and parts here in our land. So that's why we travel to Europe and to US to make this shopping. And why not make business with you? Thank you, obrigado. This is our QR code, and I'm totally open to answer some question if you have, Jeff.
Well, I don't think you need to be making any kind of excuse me, excuses. What you guys are doing down there looks like it's spot on. I mean, it's awesome. You got organization that's just out the top, and the cars look awesome. And like I say, you don't get the quality of drivers to come drive race cars unless they're good race cars and fun to drive race cars. It's safe race cars. I mean, all the things that got to be factored in when you're doing something like this. I think your organization is outstanding, and I'm looking forward to trying to learn more about it and get a chance to watch some of these as soon as I figure out how get it where I'm at. But no, I think that I'm a guy I'm like a bucket list guy, and I never thought about going to Brazil to watch a race, but I may have to do that.
Oh, you are invited.
Just, I think I'm very impressed.
Oh, thank you very much. You are invited to come to Brazil. The connection is not going well, but you are invited to join a stock car race and to understand the opportunities. And for sure, we have a huge championship, a big platform. Nowadays, stock car, it's broadcast for around 80 countries in 4 languages. And that's why sometimes foreign drivers contact us and, maybe it's a good idea race in Brazil, because the currency helps, because we are in dollar or in euro, we are a cheap season, and with good drivers, with a high quality of production and in the events. And why not? We are dreaming to be a South American championship for the next years, to get together with the Argentinian motorsport industry, because they are also huge. And but everybody is invited to join Brazilian stock car races. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you, Fernando. And what a great way for you to tell the industry that you are actually looking to do business with suppliers. I mean, we build this platform to connect people like you with the industry, and
Yes.
We have over 31,000 businesses listed on the platform. Our next session is with a key player in the marketplace, SRI, who is a big distributor in the racing industry that has tons of connection. That's an example of a suppliers that could help you, and we will connect you with all the suppliers from around the world and help you connect with them. That's the purpose of this platform. That's the purpose of this week, and we're delighted to have you with us today. And I had the privilege to go and attend one of those races, and I invite absolutely everyone out there to go and do it, because the passion they have for racing over there is incredible, and the way they run the show. And Fernando, you're not only running stock car, you're running other series as well.
Yes. To gain scale, to scale up our structure, we needed to promote another series. So I believe that's the way to consolidate the Brazilian motorsports market. And this event that you invite me, and I'm so proud of it. It's perfect, because we need these shortcuts, because we are so far from the industry sometimes that sometimes we need to start to research, and Brazil, it's sometimes, or most of the times, are not obviously to the suppliers, but today we are here totally open to make business. Okay.
Well, thank you very much. A special thank you to our dear friend Americo Teixeira Jr., who connected us and helped to put this interview together.
Registering on EPARTRADE is easy. To start, click on the Join for Free button on the homepage. First, search your company to see if it's already in our database. If you see your company on the list, click on it to select it. Then, choose Claim Company if you are one of the decision makers, an owner, marketing person, or main company contact. Or choose Join Company if you are an employee, and press Continue. If you couldn't find your company in our database, select Register a New Company. On the following page, fill out your name, email, phone number, job title, and choose a secure password. If you chose Register a New Company, you'll need to choose your business type. Select Supplier if you're looking to display products or services and connect with buyers. Choose Racing Business if you're looking to source new parts and connect with suppliers. Choose Race Team if you own or are a member of a professional race team. Then, enter your company name. Please provide a website, Facebook page, or LinkedIn if you have one, and choose to either claim or join the company. You can view and agree to our terms of use here. If you'd like to receive our weekly newsletter, choose Accept. Finally, click Register Now and your registration will be submitted for approval. An email will be sent to your inbox. Please confirm your email address and you will be approved shortly. Welcome to EPARTRADE.